This is Abdelaziz. He and his family are among the thousands of refugees settled in the United States every year from all parts of the globe. They are from the conflict-stricken area of Sudan, known as Darfur. To flee the violence in Darfur, Abdelaziz and his family made the journey to a refugee camp in Chad, almost entirely on foot. After several long years of roaming the refugee camps of Africa, in 2009, they were resettled in Houston. Unable to find work or pay for rent, Abdelaziz was drowning in debt and even received an eviction notice. Amaanah Refugee Services paid off his debt, delivered groceries and other essential items, and paid his rent for several months. Abdelaziz is thankful for being in America and is also thankful to Amaanah for supporting him. But he knows his journey to self-sufficiency is far from over. He knows that building a new life in his new homeland will require hard work and persistence. He knows that his journey has just begun. Refugees like Abdelaziz arrive to this country seeking a better life, yet they are faced with a new and grueling challenge: resettlement and integration into a new society. They struggle with learning a new language and culture, finding difficulty with employment. Children, often still recovering from trauma, are now grappling with education and schooling. Integration becomes a real problem for the tens of thousands of refugees residing in Houston. The silent victims of the entire refugee resettlement ordeal are the children entering into the U.S. school systems. Upon enrollment, many students are placed into English as a second language classes that are not suited to their needs. Most school districts do not have the necessary resources to give refugee students the attention they need to catch up with their peers. Their understanding of the English language has not fared so well. The children pick up verbal communication very fast, but when it comes to reading and writing, they struggle. Not surprisingly, most refugee students are suffering academically. Amaanah Refugee Services believes that educating refugee children is the key to their future success in this country. Having a long-term vision, Amaanah is one of the few agencies in the city that has made education for refugee children a priority. Amaanah's Education Center focuses on at-risk refugee youth in elementary and middle school. The idea is to create quality education centers within walking distance of the major concentrations of refugee families. Amaanah's educational programs provide students with specialized support and attention to further their development in a safe, fun, and exciting environment. In addition to focusing on the English language, tutors spend time assisting students with homework, recreational activities, and creative workshops. Students are tested several times a semester, and performance is closely monitored. Results are shared with the respective school districts in an effort to provide each child with better services. The Education Center plays another crucial role within these societies. The center provides opportunities for the refugee students to interact with mentors and create relationships that will last even outside the parameters of Amaanah's services. Such relationships will help students through obstacles they may face later on in life. Currently, Amaanah is operating one education center that serves up to 30 students per day. The new center will serve up to 100 students per day, along with hosting language and skills classes for the adults. In addition to its many programs, Amaanah organizes a wide range of volunteer events. Rock the Block is Amaanah's signature volunteer event. Every year, volunteers gather in large numbers to purchase, transport, package, and deliver staple food items and hygienic products to refugees around the city. The event serves as a great platform for volunteers to meet and interact with the refugee families. At Rock the Block 2011, items worth more than $25,000 were distributed to 300 refugee families. Pink and blue, Every year, a group of energetic Amaanah volunteers gives several hundred refugee children a memorable experience by organizing a carnival just for them. With rides, games, pizza, gifts, and of course, cupcakes, everyone is guaranteed a good time and looking forward to next year's carnival. Meet Nu Win. Nu is a hardworking mother of 3 from Burma. She fled Burma due to ethnic persecution and spent most of her adult life in a refugee camp in Thailand. Nu got married and gave birth to all her children in the refugee camp as well. Nu's children did not know what life outside a refugee camp was like until they arrived in Houston in 2008. Tragically, Nu had to make the journey to America without her husband. He was killed shortly before the family was scheduled to depart. Despite being resettled in Houston more than 3 years ago, like most other refugees, Nu is still struggling to survive. She works long hours at a car wash and barely earns enough money to pay the rent and put food on her table. Amaanah Refugee Services has been supporting Nu through her difficult times. Amaanah has paid several months of her rent, provided her with groceries, furniture, and clothing for her children. Nu has not allowed the situation to bring her down. She is optimistic. She says she will continue to struggle and do whatever it takes in order for her children to have a better future. Nu and her family have a long way to go, and Amaanah will continue to stand by her side as she continues on her path towards self-sufficiency. We cannot ignore Nu and families like her. Amaanah Refugee Services is committed to helping refugees become self-sufficient and productive members of society. However, this will not be possible without your contributions. Your contributions will enable Amaanah to provide refugee families with the resources and attention they need to become independent. It will help Amaanah invest in the leaders of tomorrow. And, most importantly, your contributions will give hope to those who have none. Your contributions will change lives for the better. Many years from now, Nu and Abdelaziz will visit newly arrived refugee families. Each of them will tell the new families about their journeys, about their endless struggles and the hardships they had to endure. And then, Nu and Abdelaziz will tell the new families, Amaanah was there for us when we needed them, so don't worry, they will be there for you as well.